Man,
They say Banks made it known that he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Rondo, whose real name is Taekwon Bowman. The criminal complaint against Dirk Banks says evidence shows that Banks ordered TB's murder and that the hitman used Banks and OTF related finances to carry out the murder.
man, this shit is just crazy as hell. A lot of y'all are already hip to what transpired and, the fact that Dirk has been arrested and things of that nature. But it's still shocking. You know
Authorities
what I
say
mean?
Banks was arrested Thursday night in Miami Springs as he attempted to flee the United States. In court, a federal prosecutor asked that he be held without bond because he is a flight risk. He will now face another hearing. Outside court, we tried to speak with Banks' attorney and his father.
Can you need to say it all?
It was yeah.
They declined to say anything
Okay.
about the charges against Banks.
You're not saying nothing, man. And at this point, bro, it's as real as it can get. Okay. It's just that simple, man. It's just as real as it can get, man. Um, I don't know, man. You guys gotta get in the comment section with this one, man, and let me know what y'all think about this particular situation. But it has definitely gotten pretty crazy and it's gotten very, very, very serious. And at this point, bro, I really just don't know what to think about this whole situation, man. I just don't know what to think about it, bro. I mean, a lot of you guys have seen it. I mean, once they got these guys arrested, it just seems like Dirk started scrambling. He like, bro, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. Okay. He said he's getting the hell out of here. And that's just what he was about to do. But, they ended up stopping him as he was attempting to, get out of the United States. And I think anybody and their mama would have sat up there, man, and got the hell out of the United States. Let's just keep this shit all the way a buck. Niggas would have started panicking like a motherfucker, man. But, the pops is in attendance and, it's good to see that support, things like that. Shit crazy than a motherfucker, man. Shit just crazy than a motherfucker, man. If you guys don't already know, man, Lil Pop was killed in the shooting and Rondo escaped with his life. 2 years later, 5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk were arrested for the murder. A short while later, Lil Durk himself was also arrested as well. Okay, and if you guys don't know who Lil Pop is, Lil Pop, he was just pretty much the cousin of Quando Rondo. Okay, Pop was, deleted in the shooting that occurred in August of 2022 near the Beverly Center in Los Angeles. According to reports from the time, Lil Pop was pumping gas at a station when shots rang out towards him and Rondo. He sustained gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at a local hospital. The shooting was believed to be retaliation for the death of King Von, a Lil Durk affiliated rapper who was killed following an altercation with Quando Rondo 2 years prior. Quando Rondo insisted following the shooting that he was defending himself from Von's aggressions. Surveillance video appeared to back up his claims as Von was seen throwing punches at Rondo, who claimed he was napping in his car outside a nightclub in Atlanta when King Von and associates attacked him. Okay. This is just a crazy, crazy situation, man. But at the end of the day, Lil Durk is alleged to have hired a crew of 5 gangsters, provided them with resources to fly from Atlanta to California to carry out a hit on Quando Rondo. Okay. Says the team of gangsters believed to have surveilled Quando Rondo for days, or let's just say that they followed his ass for days in California before taking their chance at him that fateful August day. So, um, I mean, shit, bro. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all already know what happened, man. They didn't, get to hit Rondo because he ended up escaping, but Lil Pop was shot, and that's just where we at with it. So, this is just a crazy, crazy ass situation, if you ask me, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and give my thoughts on this particular situation now, because you have a whole lot of people that you know they're saying they wouldn't have done it. You got people talking about how just saying different things like, if they had money like Dirk, they wouldn't have did this or they wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? You just got people saying all type of shit, and some shit, man. Sometimes you just got to make shit make sense. Okay, and that's just what it is. Somebody said having money, like I mean real money, and still being involved in the criminal activity is beyond me. Free Dirk. It was Perkio. Free Dirk. He has kids to take care of, a wife to tend to, fans to please. My baby daddy will take the charge for him. Just release Dirk. Just because they use OTF stuff don't mean he hired them. Proof of when God gives you everyone you work hard for. Learn to leave your past alone. Please, young black fathers, think about your kid before you crash out about your homies. I really hate this for him. 2025 going to be hard to recognize between Diddy, Youngboy, and him. Only thing I care about is the kids. Shit crazy than a motherfucker, man. But at the end of the day, man, Lil Durk is getting a whole lot of support, I mean, from his fans and things like that. And, a lot of people are just shocked about this. But what I will say is, you don't know what you'll do unless you've been put in a certain position. You got a lot of people talking about what the hell they wouldn't do, and things like that. But man, when you got people, attempting to take your life, people sitting up there talking about shit that you ain't doing, sliding that you ain't doing, and different things like that, bro. There's not so much that you'll sit up there and prove yourself, but at the end of the day, you just don't know what measures one would take, especially whenever their loved one is in question. You know what I mean? Whenever their loved one has sat up there and died and things like that, you don't know what an individual will do. And I'm not saying that Dirk was right in participating if he participated. But I will say that it just really depends on the circumstance at hand. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't think too far. You know, they don't think too far at all. And one scenario that I gave somebody was, just imagine you being a rapper and you making a name for yourself, and then somebody else, what I mean, from your city is sitting up there, um, not only trying to sit up there and tarnish your legacy and trying to tarnish what you're trying to do, but they're also threatening you, threatening your life. And I'm not saying that this is what transpired with Dirk. I was just giving them this particular scenario. What are you gonna do about it? I mean, your life is being threatened. They know people that you know what I mean? Like they can make this happen. And maybe you said something in times past where, it gives them the pass to want to sit up there and do you something. What would you do in a situation where, maybe your loved ones ended up getting taken out because they couldn't get you yet, things like that. What would you do? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to sit up there and say this is what transpired. I'm just saying, what would you do in certain situations? And I'm not trying to tell you to put yourself in Dirk's situation, but what I will say is a lot of y'all have to be a little bit more realistic, with your thoughts. I mean, a lot of y'all are just not thinking. You don't understand, why things was done, but that's because you don't understand what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? So at the end of the damn day, man, you don't know what you'll do until you have been put in that particular situation. But at the end of the day, man, all love to Lil Durk, and hopefully, you know, they get this shit figured out, man. Okay. That's all I can hope is that they get things figured out. Shout out to Quando Rondo because, Quando does have his life. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he does have his life, and he's came out and he's trying to put things behind and things like that, and hopefully, he's able to do so. And I mean, like I said, man, he has his life, and there's just nothing more valuable than your life. Okay, that just is what it is. And when you sit up there and you see somebody die right in your face, that might sit up there, man, and provoke you to change your life. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Just is what it is. Now, let's get back to Dirk real quick, man, before I go ahead and switch this topic. But it is very crazy, to have somebody that on a personal level sit up there and do that much snitching on you to the point to where, they didn't sit up there, man, and man had a whole wire around you whole time. Now that's dangerous work. And they're saying that Dirk had ended up giving this individual like $50,000 and you know what I mean, stuff like that. You know, that's just the word on the street, bro. And for this to sit up there and happen is just crazy. It just is. Somebody that you literally took care of, you know what I mean, put, food in their mouth, you know what I mean? Money in their motherfucking pocket. That shit is just crazy as hell for them to sit up there, man, and turn around and do you like this. But there's just no telling what guys will do, whenever they're in a situation where, they're facing life, you know, or when they facing, what I mean, some hard time. That's why you can't sit up there, what I mean, and do um you can't do crime with every damn body. Everybody ain't that, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody is just not that. But this shit is just a crazy situation, bro. That this is what transpired. That shit is crazy as hell. Just imagine looking at somebody, on the stand that you thought was your damn partner. Whole time this nigga done sat up there, bro, and turned on you. You know what I mean? Snitched on you. Have you on recordings for years. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, bro. That shit is wild in the motherfucker, boy. You gotta watch them niggas that just got home from prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that shit all the way up stat. You know what I mean? When you doing crime, I bet that's changed a lot of it's just changed a lot of ways niggas do shit. Like you can't even be around niggas now with your clothes on. Niggas is gonna have to, hey man, you're gonna have to sit up there, man, take your shirt off, man, before you come in bed. Yeah. You gotta take your shirt off, take your pants off, man. Niggas gonna have to be in here with their boxers on. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't trust none of these niggas. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy as hell. And there's been a whole lot of rappers, you know what I mean, that have lost their careers, due to criminal activity. Shine from Bad Boy. Who else, man? Can we name? Um, let's see, man. It's just been a lot of guys, bro, that have lost their lives. Tay K, I remember Tay K. You know what I mean? Just behind some shit. Troy Ave, C Murder. Um, man, you name it, bro. There's been a lot of niggas, what I mean, that have lost, SPM shit, things like that, bro. Like, I don't know what happened to B.O.B. Somebody said B.O.B. dude went from street rap to pop rap to street dude that is crazy into flat earth shit. He played at my school in May 2019. Whack as fuck. I don't know what happened to B.O.B. That's another story. Y'all be sure to sit up there, man, and subscribe, you know what I mean, so that we can sit up there, man, and have that particular video as well. Fetty Wap. But that wasn't no gang shit, you know what I'm saying? Really on the cool. Um, I don't know, but there's been a lot of rappers, bro, to have lost their life or lost their career just due to like gang shit or just like some type of violence and things like that. And I'd hate to see this for Lil Durk. You know what I mean? Just to see the whole rise, you know what I mean, and fall and then rise again and then fall to the streets or due to like prison, man, that shit crazy in the motherfucker, bro. That shit is just wild than a mug. You know what I mean? But prayers for Lil Durk. I don't know, man. Right now, this is going viral. Okay, they just sat up there, man, and edit OTF Jam. What some Wingstop look like or something. You know what I mean? Edit him into this particular photo that was originally this guy's photo. But yeah, they made it into to him. And this shit is just, man, this shit just wild, bro. This shit is just wild, bro. I just cannot believe that Lil Durk is actually in jail, headed to prison around this motherfucker. Like he's headed to LA so that they can sit up there, man, and pretty much put everything together because that's where, that particular incident, where Quando Rondo's cousin ended up getting shot. So, they taking his ass out there. So it's about to get real. Shit is about to get real as hell, bro. Shit is about to get real as hell, man. Um, I don't know, man. Y'all get in the comment section with it. Y'all let me know what do y'all think about this, man. But I gotta move on. Okay. Um, Skai Jackson was spotted. Don't look like she was trying to get spotted, but you know what I'm saying? She was spotted around this motherfucker, okay? And they spotted her what looks like to be a baby, dog. You know what I mean? That's just what it looked like, bro. I could be tripping, but it looked like, you know what I mean? She is pregnant. Let's see if the team can give us some close ups. You know what I mean? One thing about, I ain't gonna lie, I will take Skylar down, okay? Skylar. I'll take Sky down. Okay, I would take her down. But shout out to her, man. I mean, shit, it looked like she's pregnant, bro. That's just what it looked like, bro. Looked like she's pregnant. And this isn't the first time though that we thought that she might be pregnant though. You know what I mean? Because I remember one time she was looking mighty pregnish. I just wonder if it's the same individual that they were, alleging to be her baby daddy uh, a while back. Okay, so I don't know if it's the same dude, you know what I mean, or what's going on, or if she's even pregnant, you know what I mean? But she's looking pregnant around this motherfucker, bro. Anybody wearing a fucking like Ice Cube ass shirt, you know, somehow like, come on, man. She's trying not to get seen, but shout out to her, man. I mean, you can't, ain't no privacy these days, baby. You know what I mean? Ain't no privacy these days, baby. But let's sit up there, man, and let's keep this shit. Let's keep this shit moving. Matter of fact, let's see what else we got on here. See what else the shade room talking about real quick, man. Let's talk about Dwayne Wade real quick.
Ever. First name greatest.
We don't need none of that. But anyway, a lot of people have been, talking down on Dwayne Wade's new statue, which is very huge. And he definitely deserves it. I honestly think that he deserved a much bigger statue, in my honest opinion. But a lot of people are just wondering if this particular statue represents Dwayne Wade at all. Okay, that's just what they're wanting to know, man. They wanting to know if it represents Dwayne Wade at all, and I honestly think that it does. I mean, y'all be really wanting these statues, bro, to look exactly like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like it is not going to look like exactly like a motherfucker, bro. It's just not. I mean, damn. It's just not. It's just not. But shout out to D Wade, man, because like I said, man, he definitely deserved it. He definitely deserved it. This is a huge moment. His family was there, son was there. I mean, just to have, that look there from your son, that's when you've done some shit right, bro. Okay. That's the look of satisfaction. You dig? That's the look of satisfaction. But that's the one, bro. That's the one. Let's see if we can pull up the original. Let me see. Y'all hit that like button right now. Hit that damn subscribe button as well. Okay. We got to set up that man and pull up the original picture so that y'all can understand what this shit is about. You know? This was the historic moment. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. I know y'all like, where? What historic moment? Well, um, hold on, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Right here. Okay, so this was the moment where this went on. You know what I mean? And you kind of had to have watched that game to understand, how big of a moment this was. All right, whenever it went down. Hold on. Yeah. So you kind of had to be there, bro. You kind of had to either be there or you kind of had to be watching that particular game, bro. But that was a very historic game that Dwayne Wade had put on, bro. I mean, he really just popped his shit, in that game. Stood on top, you know what I mean, and let it be known that this is my house. And that's just what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Very historic. I'm still upset that Dwayne Wade never did come back, you know what I mean, and play. Gave us he could have gave us another year or two, but he ended up chucking the damn deuces, man. But it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is, man. Well, what do you guys think about this, man? To the real Heat fans, or to the real Dwayne Wade fans, what do y'all think about this, bro? This shit right here, bro, is just it's just iconic to me. And I'm just glad that I got to see it as well. You know what I mean? I'm just as excited as Dwayne Wade is about this particular statue. So I'm not gonna sit up there, man, and let the fact that it doesn't look exactly like him, be the reason why I took this moment away from bro. Like, nah. And I honestly think that this, people saying that the statue don't look like him and stuff like that. I just think that at the end of the day, they're just making the moment bigger. You know what I mean? Shedding more light on it. You know what I mean? And just pretty much letting the world know that Dwayne Wade is being recognized for everything that he did whenever he was out there in Miami, man. Shout out to Miami-Dade. This is just huge. Shout out to all of the real Heat fans, the real, Dwayne Wade fans. Yeah, this shit right here, bro, is huge. Okay, it's huge. We got to move on though. Okay, let's talk Kamala Harris.
Polls suggest that voters trust President Trump, former President Trump, more on the economy. What can you tell the voters, our viewing audience? I think he was resistant to it at first.
Yes. That's why those checks, remember, Congress holds the purse.
Yes.
So really, Congress wrote those checks. But then Donald Trump, unlike...
Oh. Okay, it looks like she's saying that Donnie ain't the reason why, those stimulus checks transpired. Okay,
any president before or after decided he put his name on those checks.
So therefore, people thought
Donald Trump, they gave me that check.
They really did.
And so let's clear that up first.
Let's clear that up, because the black community is, crazy. All right, for thinking that they thought they was gonna get another fucking check. I'm like, nigga, COVID has died down. You know what I mean? Like, you're not getting another stimulus check. A lot of these black people are sitting up there voting for Donald Trump, thinking that they're going to get another damn stimulus check. He isn't the reason why you got your damn first stimulus check around this motherfucker, and you're not getting another one. Okay? Like, let that shit go. I don't know who told you was getting the damn stimulus. I don't know who told you that Donald Trump is the individual that gave you the stimulus. Let that lie go. That's a fucking lie. Okay? Let me let her sit up there, man, and pop her shit.
First and foremost.
Okay. I think he was resistant to it at first.
Yes.
Well,
I think we can all agree on this, that there is a problem with.
That's why those checks, remember, Congress holds the purse.
Yes.
Sit up there and
so
pop it.
really, Congress wrote those
lucky.
checks. But then Donald Trump, unlike any president before or after, decided he put his name on those checks.
So therefore, people thought
Donald Trump, they gave me that check. And so let's clear that up first and foremost.
Okay. I think
So that just is what it is, man. He's not the reason for those checks. I'm not gonna keep. I mean, you know what? Let's listen to a little bit more.
I don't know how the correct term. I think it's undocumented. How do we get a hold on that, Madam VP? How do we make sure? Because I think I've heard you say you want a path to citizenship, but we want to, make sure people come in and do.
You know what? At the end of the day, man, shout out to Shannon Sharp. He's over here trying to sit up there, man, and sound like he just know what the fuck he talking about. And I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. But shout out to Kamala Harris as well. I'll sit up there, man, and check out that interview at another time if you guys can, man. Be sure to sit up there, man, and check it out. I think it's huge for Shannon, but I'm not about to sit up there, man, right now and listen to Shannon try to put shit together, you know what I mean, and try to explain what he's trying to explain and all that type of shit right there. But, man, shout out to both of them. We're not even gonna make this too long of a video. In fact, I'll be back later. We'll talk sports. So be sure to stay tuned in. We got like 3 or 4 channels, man, representing Country Media Productions. To everybody that want to be a blessing to the channel, all you gotta do is just look in the description of each video that you've seen. And there's gonna be a way to sit up there, man, and be a blessing to the motherfucking channel. Shout out to Twitch. I think we're live right now on Twitch. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody that's been watching me on the big screen. Really, really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's just joining right now. I got to get up out of here, but like I said, we will be back to talk sports. I'll talk to you guys at another time. Marak, I'm out.